Good morning. I'm Mark Techmeyer, Director of Public Affairs for the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Thanks for being with us today. We're going to start off a little different this morning. I want to provide an update on the investigation into the cause of this fire. We understand that there's some rumors going around out there, and we want to tell you from us, the authorities on this investigation, and where we are. With that, I'd like to introduce our Chief of Investigations, Kevin Bost. After Kevin speaks, because it's an open investigation, there will be no follow-up questions regarding the investigation. And then I'll give you an update on the fire afterwards.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kevin Bost, Division Chief of our Criminal Investigations Division. I want to share a couple of pieces of information with you all this morning. The first piece we want to share is that we have identified the point of origin. The point of origin is on Deer Creek. It's just up above Grizzly in those switchback area. From there, I can share right now, we are actively conducting what we are calling an arson investigation. And the reason it's an arson investigation is that we preliminarily believe that this fire is human caused in some manner. And so that's where we're at right now. I'm constantly keeping Mark updated with information that we can share out as the investigation continues. Because it's a sensitive investigation, I can't share any additional information at this time.
Thank you, Chief. Okay, let's talk about where we are with the Quarry Fire. Yesterday was a good day. It grew 100 acres. So how can we say it's a good day, right? But it grew in an area that was in open space, in an area that needed to be mitigated on anyway, right? So it really, the active fire, the hard acting fire, was out of the way of the work that our firefighters are trying to do. We made progress on hand line on the south side of this fire and on the east side. And the east side is incredibly rugged and hard to dig a line, where some places when you dig in a line, you're normally talking about 3 feet wide, a couple inches deep. We're having to go much wider in spaces. It's taking a lot more effort than a normal line dig would for wildland firefighters. Down on the south west side, we've made great progress with the bulldozer. So we're bringing this hand line and this bulldozer line together on the south side, and if all goes well today, I don't know that we'll have it completely completed, but we'll be close. So again, no injuries yesterday, so that was a good day, and no structures lost. So we're continuing to move forward with that. Let's talk about Deer Creek Canyon Road. It's been a concern from the get-go on this, of that fire jumping to the north, which would be our worst nightmare. And we feel very confident where we are with the line along Deer Creek Canyon Road. We do not anticipate that being a problem. You know, it had burned up to the road, but we have to work it back from there due to weather and embers possibly carrying stuff over. So we're feeling really good about Deer Creek Canyon. So that's good news. Last night, 59% humidity. It really laid down, as wildfires normally do during the night, but when you have high humidity like that, it's very helpful. We had some trees torched last night, but nothing to speak of. And I just want to ensure everyone that during the night, our patrols are continuing up there. We have deputies and firefighters patrolling all those neighborhoods throughout the night. Firefighters are looking for embers. The deputies are looking for anybody that should not be in there. So we're protecting the empty homes, and the firefighters are watching for any spark ups we may have. So that's the update for yesterday and last night. I want to introduce a member of the public affairs team from the Sheriff's Office who's a PIO. Many of you know her already. She's also a PIO on the incident management team and has been for years. You'll be seeing more of her in the press conferences. It's Carlyn Tilley. It's Karlyn Tilley. Carlyn.
Good morning, everyone. Today, because of everything that Mark said about the fire behavior overnight and the work that we've been able to do, we are cautiously optimistic that today is going to go well. The caveat to that is possible storms that will be coming in later today. So we are expecting some dry storms, and that could bring lightning and that could bring wind. And as we all know, wind is a game changer in things like this. So We will obviously be keeping a close eye on the weather. Meantime, our crews on the ground, our firefighters are doing an amazing job in extremely difficult conditions to make sure that they're getting those lines dug. We are also getting mutual aid coming in to help relieve those firefighters so that they can rotate better and stay healthy and stay strong and be able to keep doing what they're doing, because it is just so difficult. We have 2 hotshot crews that are going to be here as well today, along with some air support. Now, those hotshot crews are going to be evaluating the east side, that very rugged, hard area, and try to see if they can come up with another plan of attack. And so they'll be looking at that today, now that we have a little bit of room to breathe and actually start figuring out how we can get this thing contained. One of the things that we've heard a lot about are scams, that people are scamming people in fundraising efforts. The best way to donate, to find out how you can help in any way, is to go to jeffco.us, and at the very top of the page is a link to a page that will give you all the information on where we are with the fire, and also all that good donation information and how you can help. And we sure appreciate everybody who is trying to help, so thank you very much. We also just want to thank our evacuees for your patience with us as we do this. It's hard to be out of your homes. It is incredibly difficult to not know what's going on and not to be able to see your home. We will do everything we can to make sure that we're protecting those homes, but meantime, we really thank them for all of their patience with us, and we will do our best to keep everybody updated. Are there any questions?
What is the latest on the containment percentage then? Just one more time.
There is no containment at this point, no percentage of containment right now.
And
Still at
acreage,
450?
is it still the same, 450?
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're still at 450.
Still at 450, which is great. The area that it grew a little bit last night is toward no homes, and so that's a very, very good thing.
Could you maybe explain why it's hard to contain this fire and why it's still at 0% impact?
The reason it's so hard to contain is because of the terrain. It really is, because if you think about just the steepest sort of mountain that you can climb and how it's rocky, very rocky, so trying to dig in that rock, trying to do it on an angle that is so severe, and to try to do it in the heat that we are experiencing right now, these are very, very difficult situations, and these people, our firefighters that are on the ground, they are the experts. They know what they're doing. They can do it better than anybody, but that doesn't make it any easier for them to be able to do this right now.
What are you telling the evacuated families? Timeline? Is there a timeline at this point for people waiting to come home?
We are working as best as we can to do everything to accommodate our evacuees, and we hope to have more of an update on how we can help them later on today. Meantime, we just ask for their patience, and we are updating them as well, and we're trying to give them as many updates as we are giving you guys to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
Is there a suspect on the arson?
We
won't
really
discuss
can't
the
talk
case.
about anything with that investigation right now.
So a lot of aerial, assets being deployed yesterday. Do you think that same level of those will be deployed today? I know you're sharing with a lot of the other firefighting responses. Just curious.
I can take that problem.
Okay.
We will have 3 helicopters on today. No fixed wing aircraft dropping retardant. That's pretty much done what it needs to do and can do for us in this fire. But the 3 helicopters will be continuing to work out of Chatfield. We're grateful for the Department of Wildlife, who is keeping Chatfield closed to recreation so that they can go in there and grab their buckets all day long. I want to clarify something. We got our second hotshot crew in there, so we have 2 hotshot crews. A hotshot hand crew or hotshot crew in wildland fires are almost always 20 each, right? 19 to 21, but normally 20. So we have 40 hotshot firefighters, and that's very, very helpful. But I want to be clear on something. These are, I've said it before, they're not wearing a Superman cape. They're really good at what they do. We kind of call them the SWAT of wildland firefighters, but we would not be in the condition we are in without the work that our firefighters have had on this fire for the last 4 days, right? These are volunteers, but they are also professional full-time firefighters that are paid. It was a combination of those things. And I've been thanking the volunteers, and we are hats off to them. But I also want to recognize the hard work that our our firefighters from West Metro Fire and 20 other agencies are doing on this fire every day. So I just think it's important that you guys know this is tough. And we've got some firefighters coming in to relieve guys that have been working this fire for, long hours for the past 4 days.
At last you said that there were about 155 firefighters out. What do the numbers look
We're
like
going
today?
to, we should now be at 185. And as far as time, as far as, what were you saying to the evacuees about getting in? We wish we could tell them that today's Friday, we're going to get you in this weekend, but folks, it's not going to happen. And can we give them a time frame for next week? We're hopeful, but we would be guessing. It depends on so many factors. We're making good progress, though. We feel really good, way better than we felt a couple of days ago. Holding Deer Creek Canyon Road, that is a huge victory for us. And the fact that the bulldozer line was so successful yesterday, the hand line so successful yesterday, we're making really good progress. So we'll just see how it goes. It's just, we have 20-year firefighters are saying, I have never worked in terrain like this.
With the way that the fire is moving, how does that impact people who are under pre-evacuation orders right now?
It's hard to say, Alicia. It's hard to say. It all depends on the behavior of the fire, and it can change in a heartbeat. So the winds today, if they come up with this dry thunderstorm, is going to be a concern. We'll just have to keep an eye out and watch for those embers. Anything else, guys? I would like to make one logistical change. After today, this press conference in the morning will be starting at 8 rather than 7:30. It just conflicts with two other very important meetings we have to attend for info gathering. 2 o'clock is still on. So
We may also be changing location. We're going to talk about that, but we'll let everybody know.
yeah,
if that
plenty of
happens.
time for you, but plan on, until you hear different, 8 o'clock here tomorrow morning, but 2 o'clock here this afternoon. Okay? Thank you guys. Appreciate your time.